Hi, I'm pro saxophonist Jamie Anderson. You're watching Get Your Sax Together, and on this week's show, we're going to examine if your tone can improve on sax without even picking up the instrument. Let's check it out. On the face of it, it seems like a ridiculous claim, isn't it? Of course, you've got to practice your saxophone to get better at saxophone. But just before we explore this question, if you want to learn a whole bunch of cool stuff on saxophone, which is going to improve your high notes, your low notes, your sound, and give you a really clear guidance on what to practice in every session, go and check out that free 1-hour Saxophone Success Masterclass, which is my gift to you. Completely free, 1 hour of solid teaching on saxophone. So go and use the link that you can see there or the link in the description to get your free masterclass. Awesome. Right, let's get on with today's lesson. It's going to be a short video today, but it might be one of the most important videos that you watch in terms of getting a great sound on sax. Why? Because if you don't have a clear idea in your head what you're aiming for with your saxophone sound, any old thing will come out and you might never get the progress that you're looking for. There's the old expression that I'm sure you're familiar with: if you don't know where you're going, any road will get you there. And I explore this in detail in my course Total Tone Mastery, which you can see on my t-shirt. The thinking behind this is that you have to have a very clear idea of what kind of noise you want to make on the instrument, because the apparatus in your vocal tract and in your mouth and the way your tongue and embouchure and all these things work, what you might call your voicing, they subconsciously create the sound that you have in your head. And if you don't have a clear sound in your head, then you're just going to produce any old sound, and it might not be a sound you like. It might just be like rolling the dice. This is the tone that I've got, and I'm not quite sure why. So when I say have a clear sound in your head, what am I talking about? Okay, very simple. First of all, who are your favorite players? Have you even stopped to think who your favorite players are? First of all, do you really love the sound of those players? Maybe it's a genre. Is there a particular genre that you love? Is it my good friend Dr. Wally Wallace? He loves West Coast 50s esoteric jazz. He loves it. That's the sound that he's got in his head, and that's the sound that comes out of his sax. Me, I'm more of a kind of East Coast jazz guy. I'm a Sonny Rollins, Sonny Stitt, dude, personally. So that's the sound that I get when I play saxophone. So you have to identify either a player or a genre. It could even be a specific song that you really love, and you need to internalize that sound in your head and have it as a fixed point of reference for when you start to play saxophone. So you can do this without your instrument, which is where the title for this video comes. Start listening to those saxophone songs that really move your heart, that really touch you, that really put a smile on your face. And then when you play your saxophone, have that sound clearly implanted in your head. Now, obviously, this works better if you play alto, to have an alto player firmly embedded in your head, and the same for a tenor, soprano, whatever. So have that sound clear in your head when you're doing your tone exercises. I'll link to a video there, which is my mother of all tone exercises, the mothership. Have that sound clearly in your head so that when you go to produce those long notes or those overtones or those tone exercises, your vocal tract, your mouth, your tongue, all these things will subconsciously rearrange themselves to produce that sound eventually. It's kind of like magic. Your body does amazing things. You've just got to trust in the process. Obviously, you need to have a good embouchure, and you need to know about voicing, and you need to have all these other saxophone-related nuts and bolts in place. You can't just, have a terrible embouchure and expect to make a great sound. But once you've got over those simple hurdles, then it's a question of visualizing what you want, and that is what's going to come out of the saxophone, and that is work that you can do without even having the instrument in your hands that's going to make a big difference to your tone. So I know today's lesson was just a talking head, no saxophone in sight, but this is going to be a really important lesson for you as you start to develop your sound. By the way, look out, coming up really shortly, I've got a new series of free masterclasses, 3 free masterclasses called Get Your Tone Together. So I'm going to announce that very soon, so watch out. Make sure you're on my email list and you'll be notified of those 3 fantastic lessons, free lessons about how to get a wonderful sound on your instrument. If you've bought me a coffee, thank you so much. You can do exactly that using the link that you can see there. All this caffeine helps me make all this great content to help you become a better sax player. So I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. And if you think you're getting good value, please do buy me a coffee. Like I mentioned earlier, go and get your free Saxophone Success Masterclass to revolutionize how good you sound in an instant. And until next time on Get Your Sax Together, practice hard, practice smart, and enjoy your music. See you later.